Hi, I'm Lisa. Welcome to my channel. This is my random recipes, and this is the last of the condiments. Today is the only condiment in my collection that is a vegetable. Have you guessed what it might be? Today's recipe is pickled beets. Over the years, in general, beets have fallen into the category that either you really like them or you really don't. I was a weird kid growing up. I like some strange foods that most people ick over, and I don't like some foods that people ooh and ah over. But I've always liked beets. Sometimes for school lunch, they would give us a few slices of pickled beets. Those were a treat, something we look forward to. I've liked pickled beets for as long as I can remember. As with everything, there are varying qualities of just about anything. I've never had this particular recipe of pickled beets, so I don't know if they're any good or not. But we're going to find out. So let's get to work. I'm going to do things a little differently today. I'm going to take you over and give you basically a tour of what my workstation is over the stove. As I say, we're going to do things a little differently today. I'm going to be kind of moving back and forth more. I'm just going to kind of give you a tour of what I've done so far, and then we'll move back over to the table. The recipe calls for 3 pounds of beets, which turned out to be a little over 3 bunches. So I just bought 3 bunches, which gave me about 10 or 12 beets. So then I clean them up. These are the stems and the roots and a few of the leaves that are kind of wimpy looking. These are the rest of the leaves. I will be cooking those up probably tomorrow. You can cook them like spinach. Just boil. I like them boiled. A little bit of garlic, a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of salt, and call it good. And over here, I have my beets that have been cooking. Cook them for about 20 minutes. They need to be fork tender. Well, we'll do knife tender. How's that? I cut down the larger ones. A couple of reasons. The main reason actually is because the smaller, I wanted them all about the same size. Then they'll cook more evenly and they'll cook quicker because they're smaller. The tray kind of serves 2 purposes. They'll cool a lot more quickly if they're laid out flat, but also notoriously beets will stain just about anything they come in contact with. I'm using this tray. My counter and my table do not get all stained purple. I'm going to move back over to the table, let these cool for a little while, and then we'll proceed with peeling them and cutting them up to fit into the jars. Alright, so I'm back at the table. I've just checked. The beets are cool enough now that I can handle them. I am going to wear gloves. These gloves are way too big for me, but they're what I could find. And if I don't wear gloves, my hands could be purple for days. See, they're way too big for me, but they'll have to do. Beets. And we're going to peel them. And I'm just going to slide the skins off. Sometimes if you use paper towels, it works easily. I just don't want to touch them with my bare hands because I will be purple. And it will stay for days. See, that's not so bad. Messy, but it's not hard. Not sure what she's barking at, but I'm sure it's important. Okay, one more. All right. We're good. I'll turn the camera down for just a minute. I try not to get purple over everything. Just so you can see the pile of the peels, which these are right here. This is my peels. Okay, that's what's left after I've peeled them. And so that's my pile of beets, and I'm going to go ahead and cut these up. It said to slice them in 1/2 inches. I think I'm going a little thinner than that, but just have more of them. Let's see. Let's do these on the, make them into rounds. Ooh, it's slippery. Maybe not. Too slippery. I don't want to, look, the gloves are kind of awkward, so they still turn out to be rounds. All right, that's about as full as you want to get it. You want to leave some room for the brine. That's going to be about perfect. So again, that was 3 bunches of beets. There was 3 or 4, 3 small, or excuse me, 4 small or 3 large in one bunch. Okay, that's like about perfect. So now I'm going to turn off the camera again. then we're going to go back over the stove and we're going to make the brine. I'm kind of all over the place today. So now I'm back at the stove and we're going to make the brine. In my large saucepan, I'll read the ingredients as I go. This is 3 cups of, so 1 cup of sugar. This is granulated sugar. 1/2 cup of light brown sugar. I didn't have whole cloves, so I looked online and this is supposed to have 3 whole cloves, and that equals 1/4 of a teaspoon. So that's what this is. It's supposed to have 3 bay leaves. So I have 2 and 2/2, so which equals 3, right? 2 teaspoons of thyme. This is dried. And 1 teaspoon of chili flakes. And 3 Star Anise. I gotta turn the heat on. Now we're going to bring this to a boil. Let me get this sugar stirred in. I'm going to pause my camera and I'll turn this back on as soon as we get some activity in our saucepan. Brine is just now coming to a boil. I'm going to set a timer. I'm going to boil it for like 2 minutes. With the pepper flakes in there, this should be a little bit on the spicy side. All right, there's our timer. We'll do the little one first. You want it to about a 1/2 inch of the top. That is aromatic. Whew, I'm getting a whiff of that. That's kind of giving me a nose hit there. Okay, so I'm gonna wipe off the rims. You always want to do this whenever you're working with canning jars, whether you're processing them or not. They're edible as is. Can be kept in the refrigerator for up to 3 months. And I'm going to meet you back over at the table. I have 2 jars of beets, 1 large, 1 small. Now, if you wanted to process them, they should be done processed in a pressure canner. I do not have one, but if you're going to, you would want to process pints for 30 minutes and quarts for 40 minutes. You don't have to pressure can these. They're good for up to 3 months in the refrigerator. I'm going to open up my small jar today, and they're still pretty warm, but I want to have a sample. I'm going to be having a salad for dinner, and I'm going to pull out a couple of pieces of beet. Let's try them out, see if they're any good. Piece of the spice. They are actually good. Surprisingly good for how quick it's been. There's definitely some heat to them. They're kind of zippy. It's actually good. Okay, so I'm going to add a few to my salad here. That's going to be my dinner tonight. I think I like these. I'll show you my salad with my beets on it. I'll turn this down so you can see. I don't dump my plate out on the table. All right, so yeah, so here, these are my beets. I'm surprised how much flavor they have, considering they just went into the brine maybe 20 minutes ago, and they're still pretty warm. There is some spiciness to the brine, so it's actually got some heat to it. I can taste the anise. Yeah, I'm pleased with these. These are good. Food trends do tend to come and go. These days, beets are very popular for health reasons. Right now, they're considered a superfood. I suppose some people are eating beets these days, whether they like them or not, just because they're supposed to be good for you. Then pickling or fermented foods have been trending for quite some time now. But I don't know if pickling beets is greater than the sum of their parts. For me, I just like them. Well, as I have said, this is the last of the condiment recipes. The series has covered a lot of ground. It's been salad dressings and sauces and creams last week. What's next? I think you're going to like it. It's the perfect place to go when you're stressed. We'll include the ingredients and the preparation for the beets in the description below. Any questions or other feedback from me, please feel free to reach out to me in the comments. I would really love to hear from you. You don't want me to get lonely in here, do you? Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. That would be great. Helps my channel to continue to grow. Thanks for joining me on my journey through the condiments and for the pickled beets today. I look forward to seeing you again next time, where you and I can get de-stressed together. See you again next time. Bye.